One of the first skills we learn in radio is how to interview people. This includes recording public opinions, otherwise known as VOXPOPS. Here's a sample of some of our early recordings.
What music do you listen to and why?
Mainly trance music, funky house. Just reminds me of my nights out.
So, if there was one trance DJ you could have play at your house party, who would it be?
I think that would have to be Tiesto, #1 DJ in the world.
Do you have any musical ability?
I play a bit of guitar that I've learned over the past few months, and I can also do vocals for bands.
Does music affect your mood? If so, how?
Well, if I'm in a bad mood, I'll put something a bit depressing on, maybe rock music. But if I'm in a good mood, I like to put some really dance stuff on.
Have you ever been to a gig? If so, who?
My first gig were Spice Girls. Second one were Steps.
How has your Irish background influenced your taste in music?
Since a young boy, I've been listening to my father on the guitar, brothers on the bodhrán, all sorts of musical instruments.
Name some of your favourite bands and why you like them.
I love the Chili Peppers just because they've got a real story to tell.
With growing reports that film violence influences the oddest behaviour, Heidi went out into Huddersfield to ask members of the public what they think.
What impact do you think violence in films has on the viewer?
It can have an impact, but then it depends how serious the children that are watching the film takes it.
You know, obviously young children, it does influence them, but an older person has got the logic to know what is right and wrong, and it's a film.
And I think it encourages children to act like the characters.
Earlier on today, Ben and I went into the middle of Huddersfield to get some views on alcohol. Here we go.
With booze, I like to drink at Billy Rock's in Huddersfield. Favourite drinks, probably VOXPOPS in general. The problem with booze, people don't see it as enjoyable. They see it as to get them wrecked, and that's what they seek, and that's what they do. They just go out to get wrecked.
The problems with alcohol are mainly with men and violence, I think.
What do I think the problems with alcohol are? That some people get addicted, and that you get a really bad hangover.
Favourite place is a pub. Beer. There are no problems.
Earlier this week, we sent Taryn out onto the streets of Huddersfield to find out the problems that students have to face with money.
Hi, what kind of financial difficulties do you face being a student?
EMA is quite good and helpful, but it's not always guaranteed to come through. It's a bit funny like that. So.
Right, well I don't get EMA and I don't have a job, so basically I'm skinny.